Hey guys, welcome back to the Sinking City with me, Supernautus. After a couple of days away, we're back. And we have to clear our name. We're being accused of a murder that we couldn't possibly have done because we were busy killing someone else at the time. So yeah, we found out that some guy who's standing for mayor is accusing us, saying that he saw me do it. He was there at the time. He said that he'll recant his statement, or retract his statement perhaps, if we do a little favour for him, which is he wants us to kill his mother, poison her, and I'm not sure I want to do that. For some guy that's lying about us, made up a story, because he thinks it was an outsider, and all outsiders are the same to him, apparently. What do you think about the greater backstory to that? But yeah, so we got a couple of options there, because the other thing was there was mention of a marriage license for the person who killed Vanderberg. So I think if we, given that we're currently at City Hall, we should be able to go into City Hall and actually find this marriage license, and because of that, hopefully find the guy who actually committed it. One thing I am going to check is that we've got enough ammunition and everything. We've got as much ammunition as we can have, because we can't craft anything else right now. Yes, so we're going to go in this side of the City Hall, the opposite side from the gentleman that we were, I say gentleman, being, I'm being generous with that term, I think. So it was a newcomer, we know, obviously after the flood, because the newcomers came after the flood, and a legal document is what we're looking for. There was something I saw about us having, there we go, having the marriage license information. So there we go. I hereby certify that Glenn Gordon Byers and Evelyn Catherine Lane, residing at the Revenue House on the corner of Powder House Street and Orchard Avenue, Eastern Shells, were united in marriage in accordance with the license issued by the City of Oakmont, Massachusetts, numbered. So this is where, should be where, the actual killer lives. And if that's the case, then Revenue House, Eastern Shells, Shells is here, Eastern Shells is here, corner of Powder House Street and Orchard Avenue. Well, look at that, that's pretty much right there, because there's Orchard Avenue. But where is Powder House Street? Just here. So somewhere there would be where we're looking for. Okay, let's go and hunt that guy down. No doubt, given the way that a lot of the missions have been lately, we're going to have to fight a lot of monsters. We got this. Got a submachine gun. Holds 30 rounds. Don't want to waste anything though. So we'll probably use our shotgun. Although the shotgun has been a bit of a problem for me. Okay, so shells, there's where we're going, and there's where we can head to get there quickly. So yeah, we're not going to kill anybody's mother. We're going to try and track down the person who did the killing instead. See exactly what we can do. So let's see what we can find out then. Oh yeah, there's a different marker on the map that we don't need anymore. Maybe we don't. Maybe I'll leave that there just now, actually. I feel like we could probably do something. So yeah, let's walk down here. Find this apartment. Somewhere in that corner down there. Wolves just hanging out. Sleeping on the streets. So, okay. Must be somewhere here. There's a building that we can go into. Looks like this is something. Why it's loading? Yeah, residents of Glen Byers. That's where we want to be. Doesn't look like there's anywhere we can go
The
here,
door
though.
won't budge.
So maybe it's upstairs.
This door will be hard to fix.
Broken glass. Can't see anyone in there though. Maybe it's this apartment?
Are you
Is that
Glenn
him?
Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, PI.
Here we are.
The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye.
It was easy.
Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer
Found
my
you easily.
questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann or whatever he's
Johann?
called.
Yeah, Vanderberg, yeah.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with.
Okay.
I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have
We
any
don't look that
relatives
similar,
in
to be fair.
Boston?
Not that I
He's
know
not got a
of.
massive scar on his
My
face.
family is from Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list.
Is it an oddity? I don't know.
Do you know who's responsible?
Yeah, who took
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them before. This guy
Will?
gave me a gun.
Is that not the guy?
Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me
they
exactly how it
captured?
all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report their abduction.
Yeah,
Why
why
not
don't
get
the
help from the
involved?
police?
I wanted to call the coppers. I did, but they sent me... Drunk. I can't. It's still on the table.
They sent you what?
I've no guts to touch it.
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in. So I don't have to look at it again.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the
Where are
deed,
they?
so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
What
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police
Yeah,
and
you
make
could
this
do
right.
that.
When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right.
Well,
so I rescued
I
your
reckon
family
somewhat,
to
I
save
reckon.
my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your
But
answer?
see, why do I care? Why should I be entirely concerned about doing that? I think that you need to, let me see. I think you need to just...
You killed a man, framed me for the crime, and
Yeah.
now dare to
Why
ask
should
for
I...
help.
Why should I...
Are you out of your mind?
Why should I help you?
Yes, you. I'm going to make sure you get everything you deserve. You can think about what you did behind bars. You've still got the murder weapon, don't you?
Yeah,
I can't give it to you.
yeah, you can.
It's the only way I can save my family.
Okay. You see this revolver? If you don't cooperate, it's going to be the object of your murder. so hand it over.
Yeah, I'm not particularly
now.
interested
Okay.
in his...
Okay. I hid it in the kitchen downstairs. Just please don't shoot me.
Hey, don't worry, I've got a better idea. Much better idea. What's that? Is that where we want to go? Is that the kitchen? No worries. Anyone else? Let's just have a quick look actually and see what little mind palace clues. Nice guy not buyers killed a man and must face the consequences. The poor victim was forced to commit a crime against his will. I mean, that's partially true. Yeah, Milton Pierce knows I did not murder Johannes Vanderberg, but for some reason he set me up. I reckon. I reckon so. I reckon we should be looking at, Pierce, personally. I think. On the floor there, look. But that's not what I'm interested in. Any more monsters? Looks like we're okay on the monster front. Look at this. I think we found the murder weapon. Powers gun was the murder weapon that directly implicates him in the crime. Or whoever's found with this gun will be implicated in the murder. It could be planted to frame someone else. I don't know, like Pierce, maybe? Oh, yes. Oh, very much yes. I think very much yes. He wants us to kill his mother. And he's just an all-round not nice guy. So we are definitely going to frame Pierce. Now, the question is, well, first of all, what do I use my point for? Do we increase our vitality? Do we get better melee attacks? Do we carry more rounds? One more first aid kit and antipsychotic could be good. What's the last one? Better chance to save materials when crafting. Insane for longer, gain more experience. Do you know what? I think we're going to take the extra vitality for now. Just think that's going to be a useful thing. Okay, so we've found all the evidence, apparently.
Congratulations on your wedding, from Sister Peg.
Yeah, great. Whoa. Where? Oh, damn monster. Let's just forget about that. Let's get the hell out of here. If there was another monster coming as I saw that. That's relevant. Relevant now. Because we are going to Pierce's house.
Damn you, Hammett.
We're going to frame him for the crime. Why not? He's a horrible man. And can you find that I'm not the one that did it? Just likes the framing me. So let's see how he feels with the shoes. However, that doesn't matter right now, because right now we're going here. Looks like the only way to get there is... Actually, the quickest way is probably to go from here. So let's do that. Oh yeah, because he had that basket full of... Yeah, in the basement there was that basket full of bloody clothes. He had the blood all over it. So let's do that. Okay, Pierce, your time's come. Just think this is a much better game. You know? All the potential ideas you could this guy is getting into pretty neat. It makes the most sense to me. Probably again, because of the amount of monsters we've been facing, I would imagine probably going to end up facing some more. Ready. Just a big shotgun for now. Dark. Oh, can make a great deal of it. The entrance was here again. Oh, up here. Is it there? Is that? Get ready for monsters. We want to go into the basement. That's where the basket was. And down. Any more? Oh my god. I got one. Need to change weapons now though. Sorted. Any more? Only thing is, look, I've just wasted like 21 bullets. Them all? So that might be all of them. Here we go. One basket. Nothing around? So there we go, we fabricated the evidence. Now, I guess if we take a photograph of it. In that way we've got him done, haven't we? So now I think it's Carpenter's Manor we need to go to. Tell the guy that Pierce did it. We're lying, we don't care. Guy wants me to murder his mother. Got another thing coming. This will teach him a lesson as well, you know? About blackmailing other people. That's nonsense. Heal. Good. Still haven't got any scrap and stuff to actually give me, let me make more ammunition or anything. It's quite frustrating. Which way am I going again? Yeah, if we go down here and down into that street.
Extra, extra.
And we can get back to Carpenter's Manor where we can tell them. In his laundry house, in his basement, and we can laugh. gonna need to worry about him anymore. We have to go there. So we need to get back to... there. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing this. We're definitely doing this. Get rid of the guy. Let's do it. Let's get it done. No blackmail for us. Oh, what? Almost suddenly we're not getting away with it. You bad? Is that you? Yes, you're over there.
I have proof
Milton
that it
Pierce
was
is a
Milton
murderer.
Pierce that killed Johannes Vanderberg.
Show me what you've got.
The murder weapon is in his house, and a pile of bloody clothes. Here's a
Going
photograph.
down.
I don't know how you managed to pull this off, Reed. But it's impressive
down.
work. We'll take it from here. Accusing a mayoral candidate of murder is an interesting challenge. But the Carpenter family has tackled
I'm
worse.
sure they have.
Bye.
It's an eerie feeling. Oh look, there's one of those. What's this?
You've been doing a great job, Mr. Reed. I'm waiting for you at the Devil's
Is
Reef
that-
Hotel.
Okay. Wait for me at the hotel. Got a sudden invitation to the Devil's Reef Hotel. Let's see what that's all about then. Remove that marker there. Don't think I'm going to worry about Carpenter again. Maybe I am, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. That sounded to me like somebody that we just that's supposed, I don't know. His accent to me sounded like the person that I thought was supposed to be dead. Don't know how you feel about that suggestion, but to me it seems like that's who it was. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not dead at all. Well, we'll find out. Got to our room. I'm assuming that's where he's going to be because he can't be anywhere else, is he?
The door won't budge.
Yep. I was right.
How? How is this possible?
At last,
Right,
Mr.
the
Reed.
Wolfsburg.
I heard about your recent case. Let me congratulate you. You've truly outdone yourself this
Have
time.
I?
A question, if I may.
Sure, why not?
I've got a question. How on earth are you still alive?
Yeah, you were
What
most
can I
definitely
say?
dead.
Perhaps next time you should make sure you finished the job.
I didn't do it.
It wasn't me, and you know it. All this.
Yeah.
All I went through, and there
But
was
you-
no murder to
You
begin
did this to me on
with.
purpose.
The prosecution would beg to differ. They had all they needed. A victim, a method, and a culprit. The rest is just bells and whistles.
Uh-huh.
You set me up.
So he did the
You
setting up
son
after
of
all
a-
that.
I only set the scene.
I'll...
What, you set me up.
What? Kill me? As amusing as it would be to see you charged with my murder a second time, I'm afraid we
charged
have
with it
more
the first
pressing
time.
matters.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean, Mr. Reed. The prophecy. The seal.
Prophecy, there we
You've
go.
made yourself a part of something
That's what we're interested in.
momentous. Now, to your latest case. Wonderful execution all round. And I mean that literally. The hanging has been scheduled for next week.
Great.
Tell me, Mr. Reed, why did you do it? Why condemn a man of such high station for a crime he did not commit?
Well,
He testified against me and conspired to have his mother killed.
yeah.
Indeed. His corruption was common knowledge, yet you were the only one who acted upon
What
it.
can I say? I'm not from here.
Regardless, I shall call this experiment a success. In fact, you should consider it a taste of your ultimate trial.
Should I?
I don't understand. What do you get from all this?
I'm guessing
You are
it's something
headed
to do
into
with
the
the prophecy.
darkness, Mr. Reed. I'm giving you the experience you'll need to find your way through it.
No more riddles, Johannes. If you need
Yeah,
something
tell me
from
what's
me,
going on.
talk.
I am, you're just not
Tell me what's
listening.
going down.
You have a great destiny. Destiny beyond comprehension. To be more than a speck of cosmic dust. To make waves across the universe. To end things.
And what?
Everything.
What are we ending?
You've suffered in this city from the very beginning. From the moment you were born, in fact. Wanting to end it is only natural. But unlike those untold millions before you, you have the power to do so.
I can turn
You can
prophecy into
turn
truth.
mere prophecy
What do you
into
mean, like kill
absolute
everybody?
truth.
You
Or
don't
not.
mean...
The seal of Kotiganar is in your hands. You possess the key to the gates, and all they hold within. You
Right.
can close them and cling to mankind's misery for a few more cruel centuries. Or you can open them and end it.
Open them and end it.
And you will do the latter.
No, I will not.
I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
know me.
Oh,
kill
but I
everybody in the
do. I've
world.
seen it more times than you can imagine. It always ends the same. Some poor soul faces their destiny only to discover they lack the stomach for it.
Futile cycle of
And all they
suffering.
achieve is another futile cycle of suffering.
Why would I?
Why?
Yeah.
Why
would
would
kill
I
everybody,
destroy
including myself?
everything?
Because otherwise your life amounts to nothing. Do you know how many chosen few there have been over the centuries?
Guessing a few.
Nameless hordes, sacrificed at the whim of invisible masters. Not unlike those who watered the poppies of Flanders with their blood.
But our sacrifices mattered. We won the war.
A war
Oh, if you'd lost.
with many yet to come. This is
Yeah.
your kin's nature, your
That's true.
purpose. To suffer. Your monkeys in an open cage, unwilling to walk out. Only you can make a difference. You can end it all for good.
Can I?
Johannes, you're vile.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen
Yeah.
again and again and
So you
do
say.
nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr. Reed.
You're wrong.
Is that
I'll
change
prove
worth?
it.
You will prove nothing. You'll die. And at the next turn of the cycle, another will come along who is brave enough to finish the job. Nevertheless,
Right.
I cannot abandon you, whether you agree with me or not. Your path is too important, even if your choice is beyond my
Damn
control.
right it is.
You're right about one thing at least.
There is an archaeologist in this city. He is very close to unraveling the secret of Katiganar,
Okay.
and you'll need his
But
help
he's probably
to get
dead or
inside.
gone mad.
His name is
already.
Joseph Hill. Here's his address. Talk to him. Earn his favor.
So this is our next case. Is it?
Seriously. All that, and you don't even know how
Of
to
course
find
doesn't. He's not
Katiganar.
chosen.
If I knew that, would I be working with a private
He'd have got
eye?
the thing himself. And he'd be doing it himself, wouldn't he?
This is wrong, Johannes. All of it. And I still have no idea why I should even believe you.
The
Maybe you
truth is the
shouldn't.
truth. Whether you believe it or not, you can accept it, or try to put the blindfold back on. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Farewell, Charles. Whether we speak again or not, I will be watching. And don't lose the
sure you
seal
will.
again, or all your effort in this city would go to waste.
Mind you, I am interested in seeing what happens when you destroy everything. Let's see. Are there any new notices? Sad news from many Oakmont University. Beloved scientist Harriet Doe has passed away. Professor of archaeology was found washed up in Cantrell Marina by a passerby. Chronicle would like to express her sincere condolences to everyone who knew and loved Harriet Doe. We mourn the loss of a mind of few peers. I wonder if there's any more of those sequences when you walk into the room. Blackwood Marsh Cannon Factory was last night the site of some sad and unusual events. According to neighbours, inhuman screams and shouts in an unknown language could be heard. Witnesses reported seeing flashes of light in an unnatural colour they struggled to describe. Emerald Blackwood, the final representative of the Blackwood Grand family, was later found dead inside the factory. The cause of death could not be established, but with it comes the end of one of the pillars of Oakmont society. That's true. Can we get any stuff in here? Not anything that's useful, but we got, well, no, we got an extra first aid kit, I suppose. Is this my diary? Great.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Sure we will. What if I put a bullet in your head? Will we meet again then? Okay, well we've got a new knowledge point. Self-defense is complete and we have a new case. Fleeing Phoenix. We're in Oakmont. Well okay, regardless, let's take a quick look. We've got a skill point we can spend. Do you know I have nothing in the combat proficiencies at all? Also, I could really do with increasing my double quest rewards is a good thing. We can boost our sanity meter. I feel like as we're getting further in, we should probably do this. So we will. I know there's probably better things we could be investing in, like increasing some of the some of my ammunition and stuff. I just feel like the best option, really, is to ensure that we can survive the issues. Also, did I see that I'd unlocked another outfit? Because if I did, we've got to change into it. He's still there in my room. Oh no, maybe we hadn't. I thought we'd unlocked an outfit. But we hadn't. Okay, so it said that we had to go and find this guy's house, right? Joseph Hill lives in Eastern Reed Heights on Lumbert Street. The seal found by the Throgmorton expedition. Yeah. That they're not getting, I get it. Reed Heights is there? There, yeah. Eastern Reed Heights on Lumbert Street, between Helog and Hale. Lumbert. Helog and Hale. Somewhere there is Joseph Hill's house. It's quite far away from just about everything. But again, if we take this route is like a street up from that guy's house. So we'll go to Advent West. And then we can go. Are there any containers anywhere nearby that I can loot? Before I go anywhere. Well, I guess there's some shell casings and some coiled springs. See what we can craft. No, and no. We really need to be boosting our... We really need to be increasing our stock of ammunition right now, I think. I don't know if there's places we can go that will be useful for that. Oh, we got another costume. The King's Robes. I'm gonna get changed. I'm going to change into a new outfit, because why not? We've been wearing this one for a little while. Time to change into the new one. I knew there was something. He's still here. Oh yeah, we're going to put that on. Is that the same suit as he's wearing? Hey, how's it going? He looks a bit like Walter White. I'm the one who's going to be knocking today. I can't carry any more of whatever that is. Oh, are there any containers in here? Yeah. We got some one 38 pistol round and some gunpowder and shell casings. That'll help. For about half a second. We need a lot to craft ammunition for that. Although that is going to be useful. That's all we can craft. One extra bullet. Amazing. We need like 30. Otherwise we'll go through everything in that gun in about 2 seconds. I didn't look actually. Are there any yet? I can't remember if any of the other rooms are accessible. Yeah, we can get some more stuff. Some more shell casings. Yeah, let's take another look around the hotel before we go anywhere else. And we're dressed up like our friend. We're dressed up like Vanderberg. Got some gunpowder. Nothing in there. That room's unenterable. This one isn't. We can get in here. But this one didn't have any storage containers in it. That kind of sucks. And this one's unopenable. Okay, so let's get going. Actually, before we do that, shotgun. Yeah, we need more gunpowder. 11 rounds in that. We've got 5 in that. Yeah, we're not going to last long, but we have got grenades, which will definitely be useful, I think. I'm sure we're going to be facing some nasty surprises very soon. So let's head up to there, and we'll go to the house. See what we can find out here then. See what we can find when we go to this guy's house. He's probably either dead or completely impossible to deal with because he's lost it entirely, as most people have in this place. Don't know. I just don't know. And that's really the issue. I'm just going to reload our battle rifle. I feel like that's probably the best weapon we've got the option of using right now. The submachine gun will obviously run out of ammunition extremely quickly. We've got 10 rounds to use on it, and that's not going to be enough to do anything. Plus, you know, I'm quite surprised that we haven't had to face any of the bigger monsters in quite a while. So I'd rather save that for fighting them for good. I think that street's the one we're going to, but what's this poster for? Sea Smoke, 1889. Just breathe. Is that a cigarette advert? Yeah, it is. It's an advertisement for cigarettes. that it there? Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's it there. Oh, we've got someone dead there.
He tried to escape, but something broke his neck with a single strike.
Well, that's what we want to hear. Let's go this way first. The old basement. Oh, can't carry any more of those, whatever they are. Oh wow, monsters, what a surprise. Oops. That didn't work, did it? Come on then, there's one other one. I know it's there. Ah, these things, man. Got him. I hope there's not any more. I hope there's not going to be any more. Oh, we may as well use a healing thing, and then I think that's another one lying on the ground. Yeah, first aid kits. Plus we've got some...
Poor guy died here after several stomach wounds.
a few bodies in here. What's that about?
Wild beasts carried out quite the massacre in here.
There's another one.
One ferocious blow, and he was gone.
There's also a monster dead there, so they obviously did something. There's another container. What was that noise? That was a slightly worrying noise. Okay, well, let's just use whatever loot we've just found to try and improve our situation. We'll get some shotgun shells, a shotgun shell, and we can get one of them, and that's it. As I say, we've still got grenades. That'll be useful. Okay, there's nothing much to find here. Is there a way? I wonder. The door was all boarded up that we looked at before, wasn't it? That's not. I thought I saw that near there. So, okay, up we go then. What do we have here? There's a letter of some kind over there. Dear Mr. Davis, I followed up on your complaint, but regret to inform you that we have found no evidence that Mr. Hill has breached his rental agreement. I visited Mr. Hill after receiving your letter and found no substance to your allegations. In fact, Mr. Hill's apartments are in perfect order. Whatever troubles with noises, voices in the night, and horrible smells you may have, I suggest you resolve them with Mr. Hill in a civilized manner. Always a good thing to suggest. Anything else we can find in here? Anything else around at all? More monster bodies, look. A dead woman that we can't look at, but there's a box there we can empty. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff in that. Good. What's this guy all about?
Poor bastard didn't get far.
He did not. He certainly did not. There's another way to the basement, looks like. I don't see anything else worth investigating here. Well, that's the same way into the basement. But we did get quite a lot of extra bits and pieces, so what do I want to give a boost to? Get some shotgun shells on the go, and then we're out. I don't know which ammunition to boost to top up on, that's the trouble. Okay, so I guess we can't get any further. I didn't see a way out on this floor. Door's all barricaded. So I'll have to drop down and go back up through the basement. Looks like. Come on out, you come. Right, back up the stairs. I guess we got to go to this guy's place now on the top floor. Well, obviously, because the guy below him said that there was. Let's get ready though, because I've got a horrible feeling, as usual, that we're going to be confronted with monsters. Ooh, more ammunition. I think I'm almost certain that we must be about to face some monsters, because why would I get all of that ammunition? A couple of them. A couple of them. And get one of them. Okay. Got a bad feeling about this. Let's see. This. What's that? What is she? We got her, whatever that was. Oh, there's a monster as well. And my sanity's just completely gone. Oh my goodness, there's two of them. Whatever those are, there are two of them. Is that it? Have we got by? Oh, we got some extra stuff. Well, whoever that was, we got rid of them. What in the world was that? Oh, wait a minute, it said something about a new candidate from here. So who's the new candidate? Oh no, it is just about Pierce. What was that? That was a weird thing that attacked us, wasn't it? Nothing in the lore to tell me what might have happened, though. I'm not sure what that was. Confusing. Excuse me, I barely caught my microphone to stop me sneezing in it there. A tattooed Mayan girl. Bullets didn't harm her, at least I managed to scare her off. What was the point of that? Weird. A resurrected Mayan tried to kill Hill. Well, there you go. Let's go talk to him then. Is this him?
Is she gone? Did you get her?
Well,
What
I
the
got her to
hell's
go
going
away.
on? I'm sure I shot her dead, but then she ran.
Oh, snub, we are in trouble now.
What is going on?
My name is Joseph. Sorry for getting you into this, and thanks.
Charles Reed. I was actually looking for you.
For me? How can I help you?
Well,
What do you know about that thing?
yeah, tell me about that first.
Attacked us.
She's Usha, a Mayan priestess,
Usha.
rejected by death itself. I can only imagine what baleful sorcery still keeps her alive.
Oh, yeah, it's a good question. Who knows?
Even by this mad city standards.
Why was it
would a
here?
Mayan priestess come here? What's special about this house?
He's investigating, you know,
Me, she was after.
Katiganar.
Usha holds a secret older than humanity itself, and she wants to stop me from
Oh.
uncovering it. Don't ask me about it further. I can't say any more.
I need your help to get into Katiganar. This madness must be stopped.
Yeah.
That's a noble goal, but Vanderberg...
I don't
Uranus
care.
was the one who told me about you, and about all the things that have happened since the flood.
He did? Well, I underestimated you. We share the same goal, but there's a problem.
And what's the problem?
What kind of problem?
The Mayan girl, Usha. She was the keeper of the key to Katiganar.
Oh, great.
We'll need it.
Great.
You mean the seal? I have it. Just show me the entrance.
The seal. You've got it. Spectacular.
Yeah, I've got the seal.
Alas, it doesn't solve our problem.
You're testing my patience, Joseph.
Yeah, what exactly are you
Was
talking about?
the last one to open the path below, and she still protects it. We cannot proceed until she's been dealt with.
Right. And how am I going to deal with her?
My bullets did nothing. Do you know of any other ways to fight her?
There are ways to resist her sorcery. I was going to use them myself, but I'm
Okay.
not sure I have the skills to track this thing to her lair.
But didn't she come to
So
you?
do I?
She caught me off guard, tried to kill me. I was unprepared. You arrived just in time to scare her off.
Yeah, thank goodness. For me. Woohoo. I can track
I'm a
her.
private
Yeah.
eye. Tracking Usha won't be a
Are
problem.
you sure it won't be a
How
problem?
do we handle her?
Tracking a supernatural being.
Locate her lair, come let me know. Meanwhile, I'll prepare our defense against her magics. Then together, we'll banish her.
Oh, he's going to be ending up dead pretty soon then.
Any leads on how to track her?
I don't know. But she drinks
Oh, she's a
blood to gain
vampire.
strength. There must
Mayan
be
blood.
victims,
Okay.
corpses, but
Fair enough.
thanks to the wild beasts and madness, Oakmont is full of the dead. Though, I did hear rumor of a vampire.
A
on
vampire in
Salvation
Salvation Harbor.
Well, I guess that's better than
You
nothing.
know, I mean, of all things.
Johannes told me nothing about you. Can you fill me in?
Yeah,
before
tell
we
me a bit
continue?
about yourself.
I understand. You're curious.
Well, I want to know what your goals are.
Your face tattoos are rather unusual. What do they mean?
The Indians gave them to me. I visited a lost pyramid in the jungle. These are marks of wisdom.
Are they? It's not like those
Well,
tattoos where people ask to get a word put on them and actually it says idiot
As
or
with
something.
many
like
other
that.
tropical maladies, it was borne by a certain species of fly. They bred in the wells of the old Mayan temple. Superstitious savages may call it a curse of the gods, but we're people of culture, aren't we?
Are
I've
we?
seen enough to not take superstition so lightly these days.
Yeah, this place is a bit
If Johannes
weird.
trusts you enough to recommend your help.
right. So going near that
Still
woman
some unique
basically almost
expertise.
wiped out all of his
I am
sanity.
an archaeologist,
Even after I
well
boosted
versed
it a
in
little bit.
alchemy and other less academic sciences. I have devoted my life to stopping the end of the
Oh,
world.
alchemy's more academic than other sciences, is
I
it?
spent years in the jungle learning from Mayan descendants.
Wait, when did...
Forced my return.
There was a period in time when
I
alchemy
believe
was
Shibalba's
essentially another name for
entrance
science,
is under Oakmont.
as well as the crazy stuff about changing lead into gold or whatever.
You want to get into this place, under Oakmont.
Jibalba?
No,
Did I just see?
no, that place must be closed forever. All that befalls Oakmont has emerged from within its walls.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Hmm.
Did you say Shibalba?
The world of the
Shibalba.
dead. It brings disasters,
The Mayan-
epidemics, madness. The most violent Mayan.
The Mayan world of the dead.
It needs sacrifices to remain. Different locals gave it different names. Some of them can be traced,
Tiganar.
their origins identified. But Katiganar, it precedes us all.
Of course it does, it's a well of cosmic horror.
That's plenty. Thanks, Joseph.
Now let's take a look around his house before we do anything else.
These Mayan artifacts could be the prized jewel in many a museum collection.
Hmm. They could. Oh, we've got a container with some stuff in it. Anything else we can look at in this little corner? Not really. What's that? Crumpled letter. This is the last warning, my son. If you proceed with your self-destructive research, I'll take action. I can't watch you kill yourself, corrupt your mind, and sacrifice your health to these old fairy tales about the dead. It's not worth of it. Leave it, or I'll leave you without inheritance. I won't have you spend this money on your own death. Well, you know, I think he can probably do what he likes with it, but what's this? Some antipsychotics. Good. I think I'm going to need some more of those over the next little while. What have we got in here? dining area, kitchen type room, bathroom. Doing a little tour of the house if you want to buy it. He's probably going to be dead soon, so...
By the looks of these plants, this photo was taken somewhere in South America.
And the fact that he's with a South American tribe of some kind. And we found some extra cartridges and some gunpowder, and basically that's about it. Okay. So what did we actually pick up? I noticed as well we got another skill point. Another knowledge point, should I say. And, you know, because of the way that our sanity got affected there, I'm going to take this one. Make sure that we've got as much that we can last as long as possible. Because, you know, everything's just going to be more maddening. Okay, so I think we finished looking through here. Did it actually say it was 100% searched? Nothing else in here, is there? I think that's it. We're 100% through this place. Okay, so let's have a look and see if there's any more crafting we can do to get our... We've got basically nothing in that. I don't see how I'm going to be able to get enough ammunition. There we go, we've got 6. That's basically it. I don't remember, was there somewhere we could get all the crafting stuff? The trouble is that you spend, what you have to spend to get the stuff is bullets. If I want to get more bullets, that's empty now, right? Just coiled springs, we're full up with coiled springs. So, we're looking to find out about vampires. Crimes about vampires, I guess. That's going to be the police station. Obviously. Keep that there, keep that marked, because I've got a feeling we're going to have to go back there. But we need to go to the police department at Coverside. The nearest fast travel point is, of course, that one there. So let's do that. We could walk around the world and do all that stuff, but it's very much just looking at all this sort of thing the whole time. Huge house there in the middle of whatever that is. I know there's a lot of side quests and things, but at the moment I'm just trying to do the main kind of quest line. We need to go to the right and down the next road. Because I'm aware that I've got Wolfenstein Youngblood due. It's out on Friday, isn't it? So I expect I'll receive it. Sometimes I get them a day early. Sometimes. And sometimes I don't. Just depends when they decide to deliver them and whether they're embargoed, I guess. Which I assume Wolfenstein probably will be, so... okay. But yeah, we'll definitely play that. Obviously we need to go back to Kingdom Come Deliverance as well at some point, so we'll be doing that too. But yeah, that doesn't really matter, because we've got to deal with the sinking city at the moment, and Oakmont in general. So okay, we're going to the police station. We want to try and find out about this vampire. If we really believe there's a vampire. Do we think it's a vampire? I don't know. I just don't know. The only way to find out would be to head to the police station and see, first of all, where these crimes are supposed to have happened. If they have any evidence of them. Here, that guy, that police officer that hated us. I wonder what
Don't
happens
waste
if I talk to
my
him.
time, newcomer.
Oh, well, at least you're not claiming that I'm a murderer now, so that's good. Where's their thing again? What's up here? Their archives, where we can try and track down this crime scene. So, where is that? There, Hill's request. Okay. Crimes, specifically violent crimes. Subjects would be, I guess, victims. The district, they said, was Salvation Harbor. There we go. J. Callahan to Captain Lyons. We received today a report about the latest victims of the so-called vampire. Several blood-drained corpses were found in a backyard on Old Church Road between Seasmith Avenue and Maple Lane in eastern Salvation Harbor. I sent a patrol to inspect the crime scene. The bodies were similar to the previous drained corpses in Coverside, Shells and Reed Heights. No witnesses have come forward at this time. What matters is we're now aware of where the crime was. Maybe we can link some. Oh, we've got a few things there. Bush is an undead killer who slays people to drink their blood. Yeah, that's a good start. Those two don't link up. That's fine. So, okay, let's go and look at this crime scene that they're talking about then. In Salvation Harbor. Okay, so I need to just find the marker. Backyard in East Salvation Harbor. Old Church Road between Seasmith Avenue and Maple Lane. Well, there's Seasmith Avenue. That's Maple Lane. So somewhere there is the place we're looking for. Somewhere there. And I'm going to assume that we'll have to fight to get there in the first place. Here it goes. Here's where everything's going to start going crazy as well, I'm sure. Quick save. Because I feel like that's going to be a useful thing to do. Because I get the feeling the difficulty is about to ramp up. Particularly if I have no ammunition to speak of. I mean, I've got 13 rounds in that, but it does like no damage. I've got 3 shotgun shells. So we'll load that up, because it's always a good difference maker to begin with. Salvation Harbor, and there's the phone booth. In fact, you know what? I'm going to stick with a grenade. I think. I feel like that's going to be a useful thing to use. Okay, so somewhere up here. Because I'm thinking this is going to be the kind of place where I get surrounded. And I don't want to get surrounded. Rather not be surrounded. Okay, this is the street. But where is the crime scene? I guess it's there. Oh, good. Let's see what we find. Uh-oh. This. This. Oh my word. Oh my word. Turn, jump. I need to heal. Oh, we got some trouble. Get that shotgun out. Let's get ready. They're just lurking just round the corner. Got one. And you, eh? No ammunition left in that switch. Got ya. There's more. Die. Got it. Are we clear?
Nothing useful inside. Old clothes and garbage, but this letter may be helpful.
A letter may be useful. It's my final warning: if you don't pay me for the month due, I'll sell all your belongings and be out in the street. No one may live at the Devil's Reef and avoid payment without consequences. Sure. We got a brick. That's what we need. Good news is we got 4 shotgun shells. What else is here? Are we
He didn't die immediately.
out of the woods with monsters yet?
Savage
I think.
bites to the neck. He would have suffered.
Hmm.
If anyone had caught this shotgun blast,
Oh, wow.
lost their head.
Yeah, I'd say so. Anything else in here? What's that?
Fire and lots of fish.
Fire and lots of fish.
These guys were gonna have a good meal here.
They were. Okay, we've got...
Raid Fisk, buddy. Hope none of those hungry wormskins saw you here.
I think they were what you needed to worry about. Oh, that's her, look. It's that woman that was in the guy's house. Kneel and obey Raymond. Sacrilege. Order me and I will serve.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Hmm. What's this one? This is... That's got to be the start. Look, there she is. She's lurking up there, ready to attack.
Raid Fisk, buddy. Hope none of those hungry wormskins saw you here.
Lurking, ready to attack. This is the fight. The fight obviously wasn't very successful. She gets this guy to obey. And then I would say it's this one. He'll serve her as she's leaving.
Usha attacked 3 Innsmouthers before a man appeared and tried to shoot her. She called him Raymond.
Hypnotized Raymond.
him somehow.
Interesting. Okay, but we hadn't finished looking at these bodies, I don't think, had we?
She didn't spill a single drop of blood.
No.
All his blood was drained, just like Joseph said.
I think we've cleared this area, to be honest. Yeah, all evidence collected. Let's get out of here then. Don't want to tempt fate too long. Okay, so we find out something interesting there. I suppose that she was fighting these people so she could drain their blood. I can't make any more of that because I don't have any cordite, but I can craft another health kit, which is good. So what did we find out? There we go. Okay, a man named Raymond saw Usha's attack and seems connected to her somehow. He dropped a bag at the scene, inside of which was a letter concerning his overdue rent for a room at the Devil's Reef. So, I guess we want to go to the Devil's Reef and see if we can find his room. Any deductions from that? No. Okay, so we're heading to the Devil's Reef then. We can clear this place off of our places of interest, because we've done everything we can there. A little fight with some monsters, but nothing particularly difficult. So we're still okay at the moment, surprisingly. But we are pretty short on ammunition. And, you know, the items required to craft it appear to be few and far between at the moment. So, we are going back to the Devil's Reef. Well, let's see. See what we can learn. Back inside, we'll speak to the owner. I'm sure he'll remember a guy that stiffed him on rent.
I believe a man named Raymond lives here.
No anymore.
It's your business.
I need to talk to him.
You'd be better off talking to the wall. Raymond Archer ain't here. Left a few days ago and never came back.
He didn't pay.
Either. Damn newcomer.
What about his room? Did he leave any belongings behind?
A pile of weird stuff and broken
Weird
junk.
stuff. I'm interested
Take a
in
look
weird
if you
stuff.
want. It's the room next to yours.
Alright.
I found a debt letter from you at a crime scene. Can you tell me who it was for?
We already know who it was for now, don't
I
we?
have no idea.
Why? Do you send that many of them?
Yes, thanks to all you damn newcomers flooding Oakmont. I have a form letter that I adapt. Well, make a newcomer adapt for me to pay his debt. Got 50 of them back here right now. Clever, eh?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Less useful than I'd hoped, though.
Yeah, but I think we already know whose it is.
See you later.
I'm assuming it's Raymond's. Let's go look at his room. Which is apparently next to mine. Is it this one? Oh yeah, we couldn't get in there before.
Did Raymond get this air tank from the same place I did?
Or maybe he did. Maybe he did. Anything to see with our mind's eye? No. Ooh, but maybe here there is. What's that thing? Oh yeah, there we go. Bit of an illusion for us. What did that turn into? A diary of some kind. 3rd of October, found work at a flooded lab on Moorland Road between Seasmith Avenue and Powderhouse Street. Boss says some weird stuff. It sounds like there'll be gold at the end. It's not a rainbow. 20th of October, prepared everything for the mission, including getting a diving suit. Good thing I know how to use it too, because the place is underwater. Boss said the entrance was marked with 5 big stones. 23rd of October, barely got out with the mummy he wanted. And worse, there was no gold in her tomb. Taking the mummy to the lab, my egghead companion claims he can talk to the dead. Hopefully she'll tell him where the gold is. 9th of January, that's a long way. I can't. How's it even possible? How could I know? No sleep, no rest. The mummy. Usha's whispering all the time, hiding underwater in her tomb. Spare me, get out of my head. So Raymond released her. That's some key evidence.
I've seen some of these places. The backyard with corpses.
Oh,
Joseph
our
Hill's
mind's
house.
eye's doing something.
Why did he draw all this?
Guess he got sent. No, we can find out.
Stop it! Please stop it! Why do you show me this vile
No,
violence?
so Usha's
I
showing him
can't bear
violence.
it.
Presumably to try and turn him, if he wasn't already under her thrall, he certainly is now. So we find out about a laboratory that he was working at. It's hidden. It's a hidden laboratory. Let's take a look at the old map. Hey, I wonder if Vanderberg's still in our room. No, he's gone. Anything new to read there? Murder of the famous mystic Johannes Vanderberg has been solved. As unlikely as it may sound, the killer appears to be one of Oakmont's most prominent political figures and top mayoral candidate Milton Pierce. Neither money nor status could help Mr. Pierce escape the law. Despite his protestations of innocence, justice was served and he was executed by hanging yesterday. What will happen to the election race and who else may decide to throw their hat in the ring? Only time will tell. What a shame. terrible shape. Okay, so the next thing we needed to do, flooded lab in Northern Salvation Harbour. So over here, Moorland Road, between Seasmith Avenue and Powderhouse Street. Seasmith Avenue's there, which goes that way. There's Moorland Road, Seasmith Avenue and Powderhouse Street. That's Salvation Road. So that must be Powderhouse Street. Yeah, there we go. Powderhouse Street's there. So somewhere here is a hidden lab. Okay. Well, let's do it then. Let's just get there and find out what's going to happen. So I'm going to take out flooded lab. We did that. Oh no, the only other thing I've got marked is the guy's house, isn't it? That's fine. We still need that marked, but we want to go here. Just take a boat. It's in a flooded area, so we obviously need to follow the river. Somewhere down here. Okay, yes, follow this kind of straight ahead. Almost just follow the course of the water. Our old Cyclops 2 motorized boat. So yeah, our health and sanity situation isn't bad because we have boosted them to their maximum levels. Wait, there was a thing. There was one of those right there I could have used. Doesn't matter, 'cause we're going here. Moorland Road, here it is. What's that? Reaching up into the sky. Look at the spire. Not quite where we need to be yet. And then I guess we look for a place to dock once we get there. I think this is the... Oh no, don't hit me. What are you doing? This is the area, so now we just need to find... Oh no, it's not quite. So I've got another junction. Not a place to dock. That's not here. Somewhere here though. Oh look, that's got to be it, isn't it? That's got to be the place. Let's do a bit of a save. Okay. In here? Oh, here, monsters. Hearing monsters. Come on then. We can, you know, as well. See if you drop out of here, you can actually defeat them much more easily than if you stay inside. Because it seems like a lot of the time they don't come out. One over there, look. If I just drop out here, they won't come outside. They won't, they just stay inside. And you can just pick them off nicely. Any more? There's another one. Look. I'm going to switch to the battle rifle. Oh, I was wrong. It did come out. I was wrong. It did come out. Anything else? Any more here? I think. Still hearing something, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Found some little bits and pieces there. Still something, I can hear it. Okay, I'm just going to switch to this gun just because it's got some extra ammunition just in case we need to use it. But I think we've cleared what we needed to from here.
Someone wounded really wanted to get inside this room.
Yeah, they did. Did they make it? Doesn't look like it. Oh, look.
Whatever happened in this lab, it has nothing to do with normal science.
I think you're probably right there. It was her, look.
She won't tell you about the
She won't talk.
or God. She won't talk to you. Only the
Oh, so this is when they were trying to find out where the supposed gold was. Wasn't it?
I don't think these tools were used for surgery.
No, neither do I. I think they were used for some pretty serious torture. Bacterium ad vitam peresci. The essential salts of animals may be so prepared and preserved that an ingenious man may have the whole ark of Noah in his own study, and raise the fine shape of an animal out of its ashes at his pleasure. And by the like method from the essential salts of human dust, a philosopher may, without any criminal necromancy, call up the shape of any dead ancestor from the dust wherein his body has been incinerated. Interesting. What was that noise? If you just kind of stand still, you can listen to see if anything's appeared. But I don't hear anything, so... But we've got a gun, just in case. Anyone else up here looking to be dealt with? No, it would appear we're okay. What's this? Nothing of much interest. Nothing there or there. Looks like we're okay monster-wise. What's this?
It looks
Can I read
like
it?
it contains ashes mixed with salt.
Ashes mixed with salt?
I do not want to know its origin.
Probably not. Well, here we go. 7th of June, materialization successful. Had to burn subject with acid to make it talk. Who could imagine the entrance was the crypt? 12th September, materialization successful. Hard to understand the deceased. Dialect is very old and he knows nothing about stopping madness. 23rd of October, Raymond found the mummy I was after, but she refuses to discuss Katiganar or madness. Even acid didn't help. 9th of June, this day, and Raymond wants his gold, but she remains silent. Told me I'm not Kay chosen. Must try harder. Usha may wish for death, but as long as I have her essential salts, I can revive her. There'll be no escape from the pain. So that's obviously her essential salts. Yeah, I've got one of those things. Let's just see if there's anything else here before we go and look at that. Any more, like, any places we can pick up crafting items, or, there we go. Got a place we can pick up some crafting items there. I think that's it though. So now I think we've got to go and look at this blue cloud. Let's see what we can find out. Okay, so we have this.
You
What is
promised
it?
we'd be rich, Hill. Go
Promised
ask
you'd be
her
rich.
about gold. Not that nonsense about Kathy Damhar or seals.
Kathy Damhar. Is that what you call it? Okay, so we've got a couple more things here though. What's this?
Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity!
Oh, no, she's not locked up anymore. He's hidden himself away in the cupboard. I'm guessing the ammunition didn't help.
You'll hook the ceiling circles.
Ah, that's her
Time
getting
to
out.
Figure this out.
I mean, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The first one's got to be this bit. Hey, get her to tell us about gold, right? Because they weren't attacked. They were both alive at that point.
We'd be rich, Hill. Go ask her about gold.
At that stage, presumably, she escapes, broke the ceiling circles, and there
Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity!
they take him.
Let me in!
Joseph Hill and Raymond tortured Usha to find out how to get inside Katiganar.
Yeah.
But she got free and attacked them. Hill fled, leaving Raymond alone with her.
Hmm.
Stop!
Hmm.
She has something to say.
Raymond?
Okay, I'll listen.
I was looking for you. We have to talk about the undead Mayan.
You don't need to hurt her. She knows what you want. She can offer a deal.
Okay.
Last I heard, you were trying to shoot Usha, but now you're her messenger. Why the about face?
She took this body as her vessel. She doesn't want to frighten you.
That's why she ran away rather than.
That is still creepy, Usha.
Okay, tell me what the deal is.
Talking about.
You, chosen, must descend.
Seems she's
into the
trying to
depths,
protect.
into the shell. She knows the way.
I need to enter to stop the madness. If you tell me how to do it, I won't pursue you.
Generous. She has another offer. Help her, and she will tell you how to meet your destiny.
Well, what is it you need me to do?
Kill sorcerer Joseph. He does not let her rest.
Oh, he's the one
He
that
will
was holding
pursue
her
and
essential
enslave
salts.
her once again.
You could have just told Joseph what he wanted. What difference would it have made?
The sorcerer does not deserve these gifts. He is guided by pride and greed.
That wouldn't
She
entirely
waits
surprise me.
for the K chosen to appear. And
Which is
here
me.
You are, marked, tied up by fate. She sees it in your eyes, wide shut.
Why do you want
Why should
Joseph
I
to
kill
die?
Joseph? And why do you keep calling him a sorcerer?
He woke her up, plundered her body, forced her to breathe once more.
But you know, this is true. I mean,
cut her,
he's
pierced her,
a grave
burned
robber.
her, kept
And
her
it
in
wasn't just her, he
chains.
did it to others
You
too.
want revenge.
She wants freedom.
It's a good
No
point.
freedom while the sorcerer lives.
What will you do after you're free?
Live.
Hmm.
If I do what you ask, where will we meet?
Among the stone fingers in the Garden of the Dead.
Stone fingers in the
Just
Garden
tell
of the
it
Dead.
straight. I've had enough riddles for a lifetime.
She believes your mind is not there.
Graveyard. You know what, though? She's right.
After everything I've seen in this laboratory, I'm on your side.
She
Yeah.
will wait for you.
Yeah. So let's have a look at our Mind Palace, but I reckon they're right, you know. That Joseph guy, he was a bit, well, he wasn't very good, was he? So okay, let's see what we can link up. Usha wants Hill to die, which is why she wanted to try and kill him. I mean, that one we can confirm. What else have we got here? those two. Hill hired Raymond as a body snatcher to bring Amusha's corpse, but when she got free, Hill abandoned Raymond. Which isn't, it isn't. Usha hides underwater in her tomb. The entrance is in the cemetery marked with 5 finger-shaped stones. That's exactly what Hill asked me to find out. No, okay. Usha told Hill nothing. Usha was tortured by Hill, but told him nothing because he's not a seed. So Usha will help me if I kill Hill. I mean, that is also possibly true. It might be a trap. But I reckon I would rather ask her. You know, she didn't tell Hill anything. Hill resurrected Usha and others to learn about the madness emanating from Tiganar, or so he wants us to believe. Yeah, he is. He's using me because he likes to use people. So, the only outcome I can think of is Hill has to die. Yeah, she needs to feed on people, but if we're destroying the entire world, she's not going to do it for long, is she? Okay, so first of all, have we got any decent amount of stuff? 10 of those. One of them out of it. No more shotgun shells at the moment. That might be a bit of a problem. He doesn't know where he is. Unsurprising, really. I gotta jump in the water so that I can get in this boat. There we go. Okay, so well, let's go and find Usha's hideout. The way to get to Usha's hideout first. Or will we... I think... I'm just trying to think here. Well, yeah, let's find where we need to go first. Where was the cemetery again? Is that over there? Can't remember. Where was it again? Oh, it was there. That's the cemetery. I wonder if I can get there from here. Take a right up there. Yeah, we could. Let's do it. Speed ourselves up by holding the right trigger. Give us a bit of a speed boost. So yeah, I mean, I think really let's side with the mystical ancient Mayan priestess. She probably knows more about what's going on than our old friend. I'm not even sure if he's really our friend, to be honest. I think he just wants to, yeah, as that said, he wants to use us. Do his dirty work for him. Because of course he does. Keep going. Well, let's see if we can find the crypt. Oh, we just got a bit of a in there in front of us for the statue. It's the diver. I'm assuming that. I mean, I've said it already, but I'm assuming that West End sign is relating to like Herbert West. Take a left here. Take a left. Somebody's looking at me. And was it this way? Yeah. We'll see if we can find where this place is. And at that point we can go back to Joseph and get rid of him. Oh, what's wrong with that? We did anyway. Yeah, obviously we went to the crematorium before, which is up there. The cemetery's here. I'm sure there are monsters in the cemetery. Well, no, the cemetery's not right in front of me. The cemetery's like up there. That's an interesting looking place. There's more as well that look interesting, but that's an interesting looking. Whenever you see these areas, they're usually something. I wonder whose house that is. Oh, I can't go this way. Oh well, if we get out we can walk around. I wonder whose house that is. Maybe if I walk into the garden it'll tell me. Can you go in there? Well, you could if you want to. I'm not going to. Okay, so we need to get to the cemetery. What's this little bridge? Where's this going to take us? This is going to take us into the cemetery, but I don't know if I really want to. Probably going to be attacked. Like as soon as we go in here. Where was that building that I was looking at? Like over there. Let's see if that's it. I might need access to a boat. Do I need access to a boat to get up there? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, what was that place? Because that's definitely a place of interest. Is this it here? 5 fingers. Oh yeah, look. There's one. That has to be the place, surely. Look, it doesn't look entirely like a finger. Oh yeah, look there.
I still
Diving
have
suit.
no idea how to fight Usha. I might be losing my mind, but I'm not crazy enough to go in unprepared.
Okay, so we need to make our decision, and I think our decision... Well, we already made our decision. We're going to go, and we're going to go to where Joseph is, and we're going to kill him, and then we'll try and trust Usha, although I've got a feeling it's a bad idea. So let's go and let's fight off old Joseph. Because let's be honest, he likes to use people for his own gain. And I don't really like the fact that that's what he does. Especially as he'd probably just let me die. You know, we're assuming he wouldn't just let me die. Right, well we can get rid of that. Oh no, we can't. We want to leave that there. So that we know where we're going, although we do know where we're going. It's really obvious. So let's go somewhere where there's a phone booth. There's one. Here. Afternoon, folks.
What's your problem?
Very nice. No, not a lot. What's yours? We are in Reed Heights, but we're at the wrong end of Reed Heights. If we go here, it's much quicker to get to his house and deal with him. So, okay. We can go and we can kill him. And then we can go and find out what exactly Usha is going to do for us. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. But it seems like the more interesting path to take. And that's really what I'm looking at now. I realise, I mean, my direction in the game has changed quite a bit since it started, where I was trying to look at doing all the, trying to do all the good options. I think what I've quickly realised in this game is there are no good options. Only more or less interesting options. And, you know, taking the side of a mummified ancient Mayan priestess seems like it might be fun. And hell, maybe destroying the world seems like fun, just to see what it looks like. I think there is more than one ending. If we're lucky, maybe we can, like, save our game before the ending. And that would be good, wouldn't it? If we could save our game before the ending and look at all the different potential endings. That would be quite useful. So yeah, let's talk to this guy, let's tell him... Well, let's not tell him anything, let's just get rid of him. Can I not just shoot him? Suppose we talk to him first. We can talk to him first. See what exactly is going on with him. Give me the lights. Anything new in there? No, still just coiled springs. Okay. Well, there he is. I'm gonna use that, but let's
I need
just
an
talk
explanation, Joseph.
No? What did you want to know?
I found the laboratory, Joseph. The one used to raise dead from the ashes and salt.
So then you understand why I need Usha's body. She knows what we both need.
No, you don't need it. I do.
You revived
I
the
need
dead,
it.
then tortured them. That's an abomination.
Damn right it is.
Not rush to judgment.
It is an abomination.
They had their time. Would you truly value one old life over the
Exactly,
suffering
they
of
had their time.
millions? They're not even human.
But they were.
Spectres,
They were at one
monstrosities.
time.
They are just the vessels of their
No
fallen
respect for
knowledge.
the dead. That's what this guy's telling me.
Compare them to
He
the
has no
living.
respect for the dead.
I know you had a deal with Raymond, the man who brought you the mummy. What happened to him?
Nothing he didn't
He got
deserve.
killed.
This newcomer, he was only interested in treasure. It's his fault Ucha is after us now.
He's her toy now, possessed and tormented. But it was you who let this happen.
Me? I did not free her. And for Kay's sake, why should I risk everything to save an imbecile? My mission is of far greater importance.
See, so he is a horrible man.
You
I was
tormented
right.
Usha to get the knowledge you were after. Why?
She refused to tell me what I needed. I was trying to
What you
find
wanted,
another
you mean?
way.
Did you need
Till
it?
the spell was
I don't know. You wanted it? Yeah, probably.
mundane methods.
Like pouring acid on her?
Like
It
acid
was
and torture.
stubborn. No longer human. I was forced to try everything. Every time
No.
I recreated her, she
I think it's
told
probably
me
at least a
I
little
didn't
human.
deserve the knowledge.
Usha made me a proposal. She's willing to help me get inside
Yeah.
Continuar.
Why? Surely not. It must be a trap.
You didn't even ask me what she wanted in return.
I fear I know already. She wants me dead. Dane, she's using you, Reed. She knows I'm the only one who can stop her. I have already prepared the unguent
Yeah.
to prevent her resurrection. Please, can't we just finish this as planned?
Sorry, Joseph. I don't want to deal with either of you. But Usha is the one who knows what I need. Not
Exactly.
nothing personal.
You're dooming us all.
Am I dooming us
How
all?
could you do
You don't know
this?
what my final decision's going to be. He shot me. He shot me first. See? It's alright, he shot first. Nobody can say that I shot first. I'm not Han Solo, or, well, there's a question. A question for another time, perhaps. Okay, so we're definitely going with Usha then, because we've just made the decision that means that's our only option. Oh,
You did well.
and there they are.
She is pleased. Enter her home and she will tell you the secret of the depths.
Where will I find you?
Didn't she tell you about the stone fingers in the garden where the dead men live on?
Yeah, I have to dive.
Can't you be more specific? A garden for the dead. Is that a cemetery or crypt?
See? You did have it.
Seems like a lot of running around when we're already talking.
The vessel through which he talks would hear what he does not deserve. She would prefer not to kill him.
Okay.
Okay then, I'm on my way.
Okay. We're on our way. So there we go. That is the end of that case, I think, pretty much. We'll go and meet Usha.
Your vote is your choice. Choose wisely.
And then at that point we'll be ready to go, I think. Usha's over there. What's this? Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore. Don't need access to that lab anymore. Across this water. In fact, do you know what? Oh yeah, we're gonna go down here. Go down here. I think probably meeting Usha will be the last step of this. And then presumably that leads us into the final part of the story. I'm guessing, because she's going to lead us to Katiganar. Well, no, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to head back to that fast travel point across the water. Whichever way you prefer to pronounce it, really doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but not to everybody. So let's get across here. Do you know, I'm not even sure we need to use the boat there. I think we can walk right across without any trouble. I just like using the boat. All these people, all their lives in our hands. So we want to go there, which takes us pretty much straight on to where the cemetery is, but we're going to have to dive. Oh, so there we go. Let's do it. Let's go meet old Usha at her secret hiding place. Crypt up here. Crypt.
Good day to you,
What's that?
kind sir. I hope that angels will be more merciful to you than they were with me. Oh, poor me.
Did something happen?
Some Danes robbed the graves in the cemetery, but I have no idea where to start.
Maybe later.
Thank you, kind sir.
I'm just not really interested in your story, pal. Maybe if you did your job properly, there wouldn't be a problem. I'm too busy looking for somewhere to dive. Quick save. Just before we take our dive. I'm gonna make the dive the kind of last part. I think the journey to Usha, wherever that might be. We can skip that because we've seen that a million times before. We know what that's about. Okay, so we'll head towards the light as we normally do. Just going to keep moving as fast as possible. There's another light over there. At least I think it is. I hope it is. Right, we'll have our harpoon gun ready just in case something arrives to hurt us. There's the next light, look. Wait. I've just fallen down a hole. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay. Now I have. Where am I? I think I have actually just fallen down some holes. What was that? I think we might be stuck. Can't see anything. I think I've got myself trapped. That was a bit silly. Let's reload. Let's reload our game and is that the one I just did? Yeah. I need to look where I'm going. Try not to fall through holes in the ground. I shouldn't just expect that I can just follow a straight path, should I? Ugh. Shouldn't expect to just follow a straight route. That's just silly. The loading times are taking a little bit, mind you. It's the only trouble. Okay, there we go. We should be almost done. I have to admit, it's actually really warm where I am right now, so I'm sitting here sweating a little bit, which doesn't help matters much. Oh. Sometime today would be nice. There we go. Okay. Oh, are we back here? Why couldn't you send me... Why couldn't you have me where I actually saved? Right. So here we go. No more falling down holes in the water, in the ground, underwater. That guy going to be standing there again. See, oh, I've just fallen out. I've wet my feet and I've done it again. Eaten by eels or whatever. Was it eels? Apparently there are bloodthirsty eels underwater. But anyway, here we are. Back to Usha. Okay, I'm making sure that we don't fall down holes in the ground. I have to admit that the heat where I am is making me feel a little more awkward. But I don't think we're far away from what we need to be, so dart gun, and let's just move towards the light. Go into the light. Light there. Let's make sure we're looking down at the ground so we can see where the holes are and the places we could fall. But also where all those things that are shooting out all the horrible... What's that? Oh, go. Oops. Go. 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 Looks like we got there. Where are we going now? Up there. Just keep running. Now this way. Where are we going?
Wrong with this statue. There's no trace of seaweed on it.
Ah, here we go. A path. But where are we going? Let's see where I'm supposed to go. Ah, there it is. Can we get to it quickly? Oh, there's a monster. Here we go. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Fast as you can, fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Come on, oh, it's right on me. It's right on me, but we made it. We made it. And if that's the last diving we have to do, I'll be very happy, but it probably isn't. Okay, so let's go speak to old Usha then. We're not going to kill her, because we're just not. We're just going to talk to her.
Joseph is dead. I fulfilled my part of the deal. Now it's your turn.
She was just waiting for me.
Ask and she will answer. Stop the cycle like the cab before you. Like the ancestors.
Stop the cycle.
What lies beneath this city? Tell me about the ruins.
A temple. A prison. A cradle of old Kay. A dark
Old
place
Kay.
speaking with many voices. She never knew. Only a name. Katigonar.
How do you
Katigonar,
know
yeah.
this?
She asked the dead. The dead who came before. And they asked their dead like you ask her now. This is the cycle.
Fair enough.
Tell me how I can enter the temple.
You must find the sacred seal. The key to the monoliths. You and it know each other. It will obey.
It will obey.
This one?
Yes, yes, fate is kind. Now listen well. You have seen the great stone in the city center? This is the gate.
Wait, what? That giant stone that we saw.
How do I open the gate in the monolith?
You must search for a hollow, craving to accept the seal.
A hollow craving to accept the seal.
The seal is incomplete. You must gather 3 K fingers growing on
3
the
K
3
fingers.
and unite them
Now we're going
with the
strange.
seal.
So I've got to find pieces of 3 monoliths. Can you at least tell me where they are?
Don't be silly, she's not going to tell us we're there.
But every cycle the fire servants gather near these
Fire
special
servants?
places. Find them. They will have the answer.
Oh, okay.
How can I stop the madness that seeps from below? What waits for me down there?
You will find out when it is time. Her marked man descended, and the
Katigonar
Katigonar
slept.
Follow his path. Do as he did.
And did he return?
No, I'm guessing not. Sacrificed himself, I'm guessing.
You say there were others before me. Who were they?
You're supposed to
Marked men
maintain the...
and things that went before. This place is old, but it still stands.
Why do you call
Interesting.
me marked?
You bear the touch of old Kay. You see more.
Well, we definitely learned about our visions, haven't we? That was his whole point at the beginning.
More inside.
Just gather parts of the
I
seal.
just need to find the fire worshippers, then gather the 3 K fingers to complete the seal. I suppose it could be worse.
She
Could be a lot
wishes
better,
you
too.
the wisdom to choose what must be chosen. But leave now. She must rest.
Farewell. I don't know if it's possible, but I hope you can find some good in your new life.
Oh, she will enjoy it. But must change before leaving this place.
Change in what way? Okay. We got 2 knowledge points from this. Is there anything here to look at? There's a container over there. Oops. For some ammunition. Any more containers anywhere? It's crazy, all these ancient temples and places, and they're... Don't mind me, I'm just going to loot this stuff that I would have probably had to use to kill you. But I don't have to use to kill you now because I've chosen to listen to you. And it seems like, given she's the one that's telling me how to do this without destroying the world, seems like maybe I made the right choice. Any more containers? No, okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Use our recovery system. We'll get the bends and we'll be okay. Yeah, no decompression for him. Okay guys, well, we've definitely done some good work there. We cleared our name from the crime that turns out was never committed in the first place. We stopped old Joseph, who turned out was not a very good person. We listened to Usha, and that was good too, it would appear. And now we are ready to begin the final descent. Final descent that will drag us out of madness. Perhaps. No, I wanted in the boat. You fool. But what we'll do is we're going to go back to our hotel. I feel like that's a good start. Go back to our hotel. Set ourselves up ready for next time. So yeah guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Keep an eye on my Twitter page. If you want to know when I'm going live next, head over to twitter.com/supernautus. That's where I'll make my announcements when I am going live. As well as that, if you're interested in seeing my previous streams of this game and others, I've gone the wrong way. If you're interested in seeing my previous stream of this game and others, head over to YouTube. If you search for Supernautus Streams on YouTube, or Supernautus Streams on YouTube, there you'll find all my previous streams. If you're enjoying what you're watching, please feel free to drop a like on the videos. Maybe add a sub if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And click that bell if you feel like it, to be notified when new videos are up. But for now, as we head back to our room, we'll save our game here and we'll finish for tonight. Eventually. When this loads. Well, there we are. Devil's Reef Hotel. So yes, guys, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. And maybe we'll finish this game tomorrow. And that would be good timing for Wolfenstein, perhaps. But for now, thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you all again next time. Good night.